Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Proud to live in the greatest country in the world. Unfiltered opinions, no PC discussion here. Agree, disagree, hate it, love it, it's all good. Sit back and enjoy some unfiltered commentary, discussions on politics, culture, interviews, and more. And as always, your comments are more than welcome. Please hit that subscribe button to help get the conservative message out. Long-term exposure to progressivism can cause irreversible brain damage. If symptoms persist, please seek help from a mental health professional immediately. The following content may trigger progressives. This is your trigger warning alert. Hi folks, welcome back to Crisco's Corner. Well, this is what we have to look forward to for the next 4 years. Statues vandalized over a Thanksgiving and Land Back campaign. Give the land back to the Native Americans. Monuments in Oregon, Minnesota, Washington, Illinois were all targeted. Before I get into this stupidity, I want to thank all my new subscribers. It really means a lot to me. In the interaction, even with people on here, there's a gentleman that doesn't agree with some of the things I say. That's okay, as long as he does it in a somewhat civil manner. But I would really, really like it. I'm never going to ask for any money. I would really like it if I put a subscribe button now in the videos. If you could hit that subscribe button, boy, that would mean a lot to me. If I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I can get a little bit of ad revenue coming in and maybe buy a little better equipment and really up the quality, I think, on the podcast here. So I can branch out and be on other podcasts off of YouTube, Spreaker, and there's a bunch of other stuff, Spotify. I want to branch out a little bit. And hitting that subscribe button, that's all you got to do. And hit the notification bell. That's all you got to do. And I would really appreciate it. So I guess the day after Thanksgiving now is Native American Day or something like that. I'm not really sure what they call it. It changes every year, I think. So, while families across the U.S. were celebrating Thanksgiving with scaled-down gatherings or Zoom calls, protesters were toppling historic statues and monuments. Geez, I wonder if they were social distancing and had more than 6 there. Did the cops come and arrest them? In Washington State, the Spokane Police Department reported that a statue of 16th President Abraham Lincoln was vandalized with red paint, while multiple colonial statues, including one of George Washington, were defaced and toppled overnight in Minneapolis. Abraham Lincoln, the person that signed the 13th Amendment, the person that pushed through his incredible political skill, the 13th Amendment, that abolished slavery for all time in the United States. Are these people that have been stupid? No more genocide. No, colonializers are bastards are scrawled in red graffiti on the works. The Pan-Indigenous Peoples Liberation Network, say that 6 times fast, took responsibility for the move and explained in a statement that it was partly in response to a call out for National Decolonial Day of Action. And you'll see some pictures here. Boy, I'll tell you, that really changes things. As dawn arose on Thanksgiving Day in Minneapolis, 2 historical colonial statues were toppled and defaced. George Washington's statue was taken down, and the Pioneer statue was vandalized with the words, "No more genocide, decolonialize, land back and more." Here's a question for these retards. They're mostly rich white kids, by the way. Hey, why don't you lead by example? Why don't you and all the money and all the credit cards and the cars that you have and all the property and all the way you've been pampered your whole life and your parents, sell everything and give the money to the indigenous people in that area? Put your money where your mouth is. Nope, this isn't about that. This is about some kind of mental illness that I am not really qualified to even try to diagnose. But I know it's stupid and it's ridiculous. And these are from pampered, mostly white liberal kids. I shouldn't say liberals because liberals are getting a bad name. Progressive leftist monsters and spoiled brats. The American Indian movement had previously pulled down a statue of explorer Christopher Columbus outside the state capitol. Portland, Oregon, protesters tagged local markers in a monument dedicated to the veterans of the Civil War, Mexican, Spanish, and Indian Wars with anti-colonialist rhetoric. Law enforcement arrested 3 suspects at Portland's Lone Fir Cemetery. Look at this. You know, the Midwest hub of Chicago witnessed a similar effort through protests, only failed to knock down a park statue of President William McKinley on Wednesday. I guess it wasn't enough that he was assassinated. They had to get him after he was dead again. The words "land back" were painted on multiple cities, referring to the Land Back campaign. The indigenous movement aims to develop communities in a sustainable manner, defend American land, and fight against white supremacy. Hey, you want to develop a community? Go out and get some land, put a wall around it, try to be self-sufficient, get away from society. Hey, go for it. I don't care. I could care less. Good for you. I hope it works. Look at this. Look at this asshole. And I say that word on purpose. Good morning to everyone but colonializers, especially this one who seems to be having a particularly rough morning down at the War Monument in the Lone Fir. Look at this. Are these people... You know what? And now they have an enabler coming up in the White House, if things hold true. Not guaranteed, but good 90-95% chance. What do you think the new administration is going to do with these morons? What they've been doing for the last 2, 3, 4 years. Nothing. He wouldn't even name Antifa. And what did Biden say once? It's not a group, it's just an idea. Oh, okay. Then I guess the Nazis weren't really a group, they were just an idea. Oh, okay. The weird part is they're anti-fascist, which I find comical. They give deflection a whole new meaning. We must continue to colonize our minds, communities, and sovereign nations. Okay. Let me think here. Let me think real hard. I'm really, okay. I've just decolonized my mind, my communities, and sovereign nations. Land Back said in its mission statement, the decolonization of our communities and people is directly related to our ability to prosper. These people say a lot of words, but it doesn't mean anything. It means zero. All right, what land did we give back to what Indian tribes? What Indian tribes took it from other Indian tribes prior to that? And one Indian tribe prior to that they took it from another Indian tribe. See, here's the way it works. People of color, non-white people, Africa, North America, anywhere in the world can do horrendous and horrible things to each other, and it's okay. If white people do anything, they are the devil. And that's the way it is. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. There's so many things they could be spending their time and money on. These rich, white, progressive kids, it's just amazing to me. And then they'll go back to their little trust funds and their nice cars, and it's just amazing to me. Through the revitalization of our indigenous ceremonies, culture, languages, and life ways, we will continue to strengthen our identity and break free from the oppressive systems that connect us from achieving the healing growth and connection to spirit that is integral for us as indigenous people. Jesus, what a crock of horse shit. All right, you want to get in touch with your culture, the people that were before you, of your lineage? Hey, go for it. You want to learn ceremonies of the indigenous tribe that you're associated with? Sure. You want to learn some of its language? You want to break free from oppressive systems? Yeah. You don't have to go found your own little place out in the middle of nowhere. God bless you. I wish you the best. In fact, I might even contribute just to get rid of you. That disconnect us from achieving the healing growth and connection to spirit. Healing growth is a personal thing. Yes, you can have some other people do it. Connection to spirit. Hey, God bless you. That's why peyote's still legal in the Southwest and other places. This is part of a religious ceremony. Yeah, I don't understand any of this they can't do without doing this. None of it. The citizens took to the street in Dallas following the police killing of George Floyd. State and local governments are forced to make decisions over whether to remove Confederate statues and monuments that in some cases have been standing for over a century. Over the summer, a Democratic House of Representatives voted to remove Confederate statues from the U.S. Capitol. It's incredible to me. Incredible to me. These idiots just don't get it. I'm trying to come up with the right words today. It's been a long day. But you think, well, you know, John, there's just isolated incidents here and there, and they get a lot of press because they're in big cities and all that. This idea in their heads is everywhere. I live in a medium-sized small town in upstate New York. It's around here, too, because there's a SUNY college here, SUNY Binghamton. These morons think the same thing. How about we take the entire SUNY campus in Binghamton here and give all the buildings and land back? I believe the Iroquois had this area when the whites come in and colonialized it. So let's give it to the Iroquois. Go ahead. Get all the state officials, governors, the New York State Assembly, the New York State Senate, sign it over tomorrow. It's in a nice area. Very, very busy commercially. They'll make a ton of money. And right behind them are all kinds of hills and woods. Perfect. Sign it over to the Iroquois Confederation. You idiots. Unbelievable. Well, this is what we have to look forward to make fun of for the next few years. We'll see how it works out. But until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.